Welcome back. Gyms are going to be open. Indoor dining will also return to Peel and York regions beginning Saturday. Vaughan is part of York region, and for more on all this, we're joined live by the Mayor of Vaughan, Maurizio Bevilacqua. Your Worship, thanks for being here.
Good afternoon.
So what are the pros and cons of this new provincial COVID response tiered framework in your estimation?
Well, I think that there's always risk associated with increasing transmission, but I do think that the provincial government is attempting a way to really find a way through this uncharted waters. You know, the reality is it's always trying to create a balance between the health of individuals, impact on the economy. George, the reality is that we need to reframe this entire conversation. And what I say myself as an individual is, what can I do to reduce transmission, and how can I act as responsibly as possible to reduce the transmission of COVID-19, but also try to live as normal life as we possibly can. And I think what you've noticed over the number of months is that there's been a shift towards people wanting more and more freedom and reopening. The reality is, though, that I can tell you that people appreciate the fact that governments have done all they could to make sure that measures were taken to keep us at a level, at least internationally, at a very respectable level. And so we need to find a way to reframe it. What I'm saying is that let's now focus a little bit more on personal responsibility, and let us all become champions of this fight against COVID-19. Governments are setting up the environment for us to participate within in a very responsible way. However, at the end of the day, as you know, every decision you make every day related to COVID-19 will be the largest determinant of our success against this virus.
Mr. Mayor, how important is it to use the data, that feeds public health, and then politicians to make decisions as more of a guidebook than a rule book? Because, we've gone from a place of sweeping lockdowns to more targeted information. We see where the virus is spreading and how it's working. And, the science evolves, and I think we have to as well, right?
Yeah, we do. And we science-based facts are very, very important. They are the experts. Mm-hmm. But the reality is, George, that human nature is what it is. We like to move around. We like to go to the gym. We like to get together with friends and neighbors. We're gregarious individuals who want to socialize, and that's part and parcel of reality. Having said that, the other side of humanity is also a lot about self-regulations in many areas of our life and the way we behave. And so when we are collectively trying to fight against COVID-19, self-regulation becomes a very important part, above and beyond the regulations that governments may impose upon individuals. Overall, when you look at the international framework and the international state of affairs, mm-hmm. We can say that as Ontarians and as Canadians that we have done fairly well.
Yes.
But I do think that we need to change the narrative, talk a little bit more about what we can do as individuals, and also recognize that now we're talking about a third and potentially fourth wave.
Right.
Which is a conversation that you and I were not having 6-7 months ago.
That's exactly right, yeah. And we have to. We simply have to. Mr. Mayor, thanks very much. Great chat.
No, thank you, George. Appreciate it very much.
And thanks to all of you for watching this edition of Live at Noon. Coming up at the top of the